Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do a teal look, and I'm going to use the Jaclyn Hill, the first Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette, and I'm just going to use these colors and maybe one of these colors. And we're going to jump right in. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you've been with me, thank you. And if you don't like me or my videos, please don't fucking watch me. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I'm super okay with it. I got my lip balm ready. Let me throw that on real quick. Yeah. So, how y'all doing? I just been stuck on these old palettes. I don't know why, but I just keep wanting to go back to them. I've been liking them. So, I don't know. Whatever. So what I got on my face. I got some horrible brows. Don't judge me. I try to make them fluffy because my hairs are too long. And they're literally getting on my nerves. I put on some Merit Great Skin Instant Glow Serum. And then I did the Great Skin Priming Moisturizer. And then I have my Augustine Bader under my eyes. And then I use the Gucci Serum. I use it as a primer. It's very similar to the Sicily one. That's like 200 bucks. I can never pronounce it. I always forget the name and how to say it. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. I think we're good. I think we're going to just get going. I did do MAC Paint Pot Soft Ochre on my eyes, and I think we're ready to rock. Yes. So, how's everybody been? I have been pretty good. Been busy. I had a lot of doctor's appointments this week and trying to get everything done. It's just been a week. Sometimes it's overwhelming. I think, so I forgot on the back of this palette, I have the shades. So, I actually do know the shades. And Silk Cream, M-E-F-E-O. The teal colors are Pool Party and Jade. Yeah, so those are the ones I'm going to use. I'm going to go into a BK Beauty 201. I'm sure she's clean. And I think I'm just going to go into Silk Cream first. So, yeah, how's everybody's summer going? I know part of the country right now is under like a heat advisory, and we have been kind of cooler, which is crazy. Today's only like 70, so yeah. I have a wedding to go to this weekend, so I'm gonna go get some stuff tomorrow night for date night. I think we're gonna keep date night pretty chill because we have, you know, a long weekend, and my husband doesn't like to drink 2 nights in a row. So we're gonna have a little fun up there. And then I am gonna go into the M-E-F-E-O, whatever shade that is, just underneath it, kind of make it a little bit more darker. Yeah, so we're gonna just do some shopping tomorrow night for date night. I'm probably still gonna do my makeup because we always go to dinner. I think this one's called Chickadee. Let me make sure. I do want it to be a little bit warmer. Yeah, it's Chickadee, which is the shade. I'm going to take a tiny itty bitty bit of that, like, and then tap it off because I don't want it like orangey, but I do want a little bit more of a brighter transition. It's not too much, but not too little. Yeah, just a little something. I keep like starting a sentence and then getting distracted and forgetting to finish the first sentence before I start a new one. It's kind of been a problem I've had lately. Yeah, like I said, I'm not so good at the speaking and the things, you know. I can admit that. Yeah, it's been a chill week for the most part, except for just lots of doctor's appointments. I had to do a bladder imaging test on Tuesday. I had to do my lupus stuff, and then a wellness check today. It's just been busy, but chill. You know what I mean? Not bad, nothing bad. It's part of life, you know. I don't know if I'm going to do a shade maybe in between. Let me swatch this one real quick and see. Yeah, maybe we'll do this. So there's another shade. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 over. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's called Pukey. Does that look right? Yeah, I guess. I'm going to barely go into that just on a MAC 217 and really just do a tiny bit right here. I am going to use the teal color in this palette, so I don't want it to like muddy up, but it probably will, you know. I'm going to use that same brush, wipe it off, wipe this off so I don't get it all over my black shirt. And I'm going to go into Jade just a little bit at first, just to stick it right here. I was just in the mood to do like a teal look. I'm kind of running out of colors to do. I think another look I'll do soon is going to be like a lavender look. And then, I don't know, I mean, that'll be the rainbow. I don't know if you guys like care about that kind of stuff, or if you just like, you know, the makeup application or whatever. I'm not quite sure. If you guys want to let me know. You know, I try to be creative and not just do the same neutral looks over and over again, even though I'm more drawn to that in my older age, but I still do love doing a colorful, fun look. So, you know, I'm kind of torn. I just want to make sure that I'm doing something that's interesting to you guys, but also that I'll wear, you know, so try to stay authentic to myself. I'm going to take that Jade shade and start putting it on the outer corner. I must say these palettes, the Manny one and this one that I've been using a lot, they are still performing excellent like they were new. And they're old. I'm not even going to lie. I mean, they're super fucking old. So I think it's interesting that they're still going strong. They don't irritate my eyes or anything like that. I know expiration dates are important and stuff, but I kind of go by like, what does it make my eye feel like, or what does my skin react to? And if it's not bothering me and it's expired, I'm still going to use it because it's wasteful, you know, in my opinion. I know not everybody feels like that, and I don't blame people for giving a shit about, you know, their self in that way and taking precautions. But I'm just kind of that girl that if it still works, I'm going to use it. Also, my husband is we're getting a quote for siding and a roof right now. So hopefully they don't need to come in here because it's all outside stuff. But you might hear some noise in the background because they'll be outside my window doing measurements and stuff. So, dude, shit's expensive. It's like fucking expensive to do a roof nowadays, like 20 grand, 30 grand, and siding. So I don't know, it's got to be done though. It's just I don't want to let it get out of control, neither does my husband, and we're just noticing it's time to start replacing some things. We've owned this house for like 16, 17 years, and it's just time to give her a little facelift. So, and my husband's really good at saving money and having a goal and a plan, so you know, we can afford to do the things we need to do. So I'm very lucky to have a very smart husband that cares about that stuff, you know. Yeah, we're getting ready to put our big gazebo up for the summer. It's huge. It takes up so much. I have a huge back porch, and this takes up a good, I don't know, a little bit more than a fourth of it. It's big. That we're ready to start once the rain is out of the forecast. You know, we've been talking about doing it, so I think we're getting close to it. And I'm just gonna dry off that brush, and this is gonna be a very easy look, y'all. It's not gonna be that exciting. So I just not dried off my brush, I cleaned off my brush, and I'm just gonna use it clean now and kind of go around. Just what I did. I probably should have did a brown color in between these two shades that I used, like the lighter one and the teal one, but we're already here, so we're gonna just go with it. Okay, I guess I am gonna dip back into Jade a little bit and just make sure my eyes are even-ish. Always going for the ish, right? Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of what's been going on with us. Summertime's the best time to do home improvement projects. We are going to remodel my bathroom. I am going to have a new bathroom, shower, and I'm still not sure if I'm just gonna go, I have a big huge soaking tub, and I think we might just go double-headed shower and get rid of the tub. So we just have some projects coming up soon, which is always exciting and nerve-wracking at the same time, you know. We were gonna pay someone to rebuild our deck because the wood started going bad, and me and my husband ended up doing it ourselves and saved ourselves a ton of money, and it's so good. I'm so proud of like the work that we did together. I mean, we literally tore down the old one and rebuilt it from, you know, the ground up. And yeah, my husband's like, you know, an office guy, and he doesn't like doing home improvement stuff, but he's actually really good at it. And I try to tell him, like, babe, you're actually really good at this. Like, you do things so good, you know, and it makes me feel comfortable wanting to help you because you do he does so well. So he just gets, I don't know what it is. I don't know if he just gets kind of nervous or what makes him kind of, I don't know, feel uncomfortable with it. I don't know. I'm looking at this other palette and just seeing her other one, if I want to go into anything in between or if I'm just going to leave it like that. I think I am. I think I'm just going to leave it like that and not make a big deal about it. And I'm going to go into Pool Party, which I swatched and it's still going strong, so we're going to use it. I did bring out my little mini Natasha Denona palette because I think I'm going to use this soon. This is the tropical one, and then I do have her big one. I'm just going to use the little mini one today. I might use this one for a very inner corner, but we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I really wish I wouldn't have used this brush to do the teal, but here we are. All right, I'm gonna go into my MAC 242 and make sure she's clean. I think all my brushes are pretty much still clean. I'm gonna go into Pool Party, which is a beautiful teal shade. We are gonna stick that on the lid. Very pretty. This was one of my favorite shades out of her palette when it first came out. I just loved it. So I guess I might use the Natasha Denona one just to zhuzh it up a little bit, but I don't know. This one's more of a metallic. There's not glitter or anything, but it's beautiful. I really love it. So I thought I really want to use this shade in here, and I'm going to do a video with it. Then I went through all my palettes, and I was like, yeah, this is probably going to give me the closest thing. I didn't want it to look too minty because I just did a minty look. I really wanted it to stay true to teal, and I did a blue look, you know, more of a deeper blue look. So I wanted to find something that was more true to what I was thinking in my head, which was teal. Just teal, just summer vibes. And then I'm just kind of going over and making sure I fill in every bit so I don't have any skin showing, and see how easy that's going to be. I just thought we'd go easy tonight since my husband had an appointment with the guy to do the estimate, and we're eating leftover stew that I made yesterday. I made 2 big crock pots full of it because that's what my oldest son requested was it, and everybody loves it so much, so we're going to eat that. So I have a really easy dinner tonight that I'm going to just throw together. And yeah, I think I might, I cut up potatoes and put in the stew, obviously, but I think I'm going to make mashed potatoes because my son was like, we could have double potatoes and put it on top of the mashed potatoes, the stew on top, pardon me, the stew on top of the mashed potatoes. I'm like, that's a really good idea. So that might be what we end up doing. I think it just depends on when I get out of here. All right, I am going to go into the Natasha Denona and get this, whoops, this shade right here. I've also been thinking about doing a lighter blue, more of like this shade blue. I might do that soon too. So I'm going to take that Natasha Denona shade and just kind of, because it does have a little bit of a shimmery glitter thing to it, and I'm just going to stick that on the inner corner right here. It's not going to do much, I guess, but I know it's there and makes me feel happy. So just to lighten up. I'm a whole mess today, y'all. I'm so tired. I did not sleep before my appointment. It was way too early this morning, and I had to fast, and I came home and fell asleep on the couch for like an hour, like almost 2 hours, and so I just need some sleep desperately. Okay, and I'm just gonna take that and kind of do that, and I think that's gonna be it, y'all. That's gonna be our eye look. It kind of reminds me of Big Bird. I don't know why, but is what it is, right? I think I might have used the wrong shade anyways in this palette. I thought I swatched one that was more, I don't know. I think I'm going to take just this back brush real quick and make sure it's really clean. And I'm just going to go into a random color in here and just go around this a little bit, the edges, just to make sure everything blends okay. I'm not going to go into the first shade that I used. I'm just going to do that because I think the yellowish, orangey, peachy color is kind of what was throwing me off. This is more of a neutral shade, so I think that'll be better. Yeah. Let me look at my big mirror. And then I'm going to go back into Jade, which is just the matte version of the shade I'm using. Shittery shade. Oh, we cannot talk. We're a little stoned. Sorry, guys. Whatever. Yeah, I'm going to use this shade. And just kind of have a matte on the outer corner. Yeah. Just blend it into the pool party shade that I did. I just want to make sure they're even-ish. I'm not going, oh, I am. I'm going to go to the grocery store after dinner, not before. I need to get some green bags, which are we do in Oregon, we have a can recycling thing for like pop cans and pop bottles. And we have green bags and you fill them up and you just drop them off and they give you credit in an account. I need to go get some new ones and get a couple other things at the store. So, yeah. I'm actually going to run up to the store. I'm just cleaning these brushes off, sorry. Okay. I brought 2 of my Chanel. They're old. I use them all the time. These usually travel with me. That's why they're so gross. I think I'm going to use my signature Chanel. This is a Stilo eyeliner. And it's got kind of a weird tip. It's like flat. I don't know. I love this one. I'm just going to do this, I think, today. It's really good for wing liner, I would assume. I don't do wing liner even though I want to. But you can have a thin line or turn it and get a thicker line. I think this, I mean, maybe I should try this and do a wing liner one day. But I like it because it gets in, this is why I usually bring it with me, because it gets in right here really good. And lets things kind of stay in control a little bit for me. And I'll just turn it and fill it in. This eye always wants to blink. I don't know why when I'm doing eyeliner. Always been my problem. Oop, we got some where it shouldn't go. Oop, we're gonna make a mess. Oop, we're gonna do it on camera. Okay. That look pretty even, guys. I thought about doing live stream so I could just talk to you guys while I do my makeup, but I don't like the quality of the picture that comes out, or the video that comes out when I'm doing the makeup. It's just very weird, so I don't know. Maybe one day I'll do it again. I'm going to use the Dior. This is the newer one. I forget the name of, the whole name of it, but I really do like it. I'm just going to use that as mascara. And then I'm not going to tightline on camera. I know it's not fun to watch, so I'm going to tightline. And I'm going to use the Gucci kohl liner for that. I just grabbed some of my fancy products tonight. A little bit more luxury, except for my Chocolate Hill palette, of course. That's one Morphe. But I just grabbed some of my nicer stuff. I just felt like, I don't know, I just needed to do something. I couldn't wear makeup to my appointment today because I had to check my skin, my face, so I was kind of disappointed. I wanted to wear makeup today, and I ended up waiting till the end of the day. So yeah, I'm going to do this offline and do some lashes. This is just the Gucci Eye Stylist Kohl Pencil, crayon, whatever you want to call it, and I'll be right back. Okay, I already started on my foundation. Sorry about that. It's often what I do. I'm just using the Gucci Fleur de Beauté, blah, 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 blah. That's the foundation I'm using. It's a little light for me, as most of my foundations are, but it's what I got to work with. And I am too lazy to, It looks so much darker on the bottle, so forgive me, but I forgot to add some deepener to it to make it not so light, but that's okay. Here's what it is. I am actually the same shade as Uncooked Chicken, so I feel like I can usually make this work for me. And I am gonna go over it with a beauty sponge just because it's what I do. And I promise this is not as bad as it looks in my, when the camera's off and the lights are off. This actually does match me pretty well. It just looks a little crazy on camera, so it's whatever. I'm gonna take what's left on the back of my hand and my little beauty sponge, my beauty blender, and just kind of go over and get in all the crevices. Get a little bit closer up here. Just blend everything in good. I actually really do want to get a little bit deeper of a shade of this just because I do really like this foundation, but like I said, it is very light for me. I guess on camera, you know, I would probably just wear this one off of camera. So let me get my mirror back. Here we go. Let's see what we're doing. Also, I wanted to say another, I mean, I mentioned her before, but another lady I really love. The look I did last week, the eye look, I did see my friend, Michelle Loves Beauty. It's like Michelle Heart Beauty. She did do a similar look, and I think because I was so stoned, I didn't even think about shouting her out. I think I just got in my head that look, and I did it, but I don't like making, you know, I don't want to make anybody feel like I took something and won't give them credit. So I do want to bring that up, that she did something very similar, if not almost the same. I just got, I was going to do something different with that look, and then I ended up doing what I did, but I just wanted to bring that up because I don't want to make anybody ever feel like, you know, I'm taking something that they created and doing it and not saying at least, you know, their name. I always try to be really good. I used to find smaller YouTubers, smaller than me, not like small, not like I'm big or anything, but you know, channels smaller than me, and I would always try to shout them out, you know, and watch their content and support them and stuff. Like no strings attached, you know. I've always been like that. Like, you don't have to come watch my channel and support me. If I like your content, I like your content. I'm not looking for something, you know, in return. So I've always tried to be that way. I'm gonna do Westman Atelier concealer. Oh, I hate taking concealers out of the package these days. Look how much darker that is. Oh, it is what it is. I do have a couple spots. I started getting a rash, and I got really lucky that it didn't get too bad. It used to get god awful, you guys. I'm sure you can see my old videos how bad my rashes were, and then I got on a good medication that's really changed my life. And it's time for me to switch medications, but I don't want to because I get along so well with it, but it's not helping all the things I have. It's mostly just helping my skin. And that's something that I have to start caring about, I guess. But my doctor said it's time to start looking into other medications, which I don't want to do. I just want to stay where I'm at. I hate doing different medications. I was like, I will willingly go do a infusion. I'll do whatever you want me to do. Just don't switch me yet. I'm not ready. And I'm pretty, I don't know what the right word is. I am a very big advocate for myself. I don't like side effects, you know. I don't want to get rid of a problem half-assed just to get 3 more problems on top of it. And like I was telling my doctor today, I hate doctor's appointments, and so I'm really big on like not trying to have a ton of doctor's appointments, but she's like, I need you to take care of yourself. You know, my numbers don't come back great and stuff, so whatever. I'm just a stubborn old mule, you know. All right, I'm gonna use the Westman Atelier. These are the bronzing drops. Shake these up good because I often forget to do that. I forget how to take these off too. They just, oh, yep, twist. I think I've only used these once. I'm gonna stick them on the back of my hand. And then I'm gonna grab a bronzer brush. Excuse me. Yeah, it's this old Morphe one. And I'm just gonna get it in there real good. I feel like this is more of a neutraler tone bronzer. I like them to be a little bit more warmer, but I bought them and it's too late to take them back, and so we're gonna use it up. I'm gonna try to make an effort to start using up some of the stuff that maybe I don't love, but I bought and I'm gonna use, and not just leave it in a drawer and forget about it. I don't know why I keep thinking I can do my makeup in the view monitor. Let me get myself together here. But yeah, I'm gonna try to start switching out to things, because I'll see it and I'm like, oh, I don't really want to use that. You know, it wasn't my favorite, and then I'm like, no, I need to use it because it will just go to waste. It was fucking like 75 bucks, you know what I mean? So I should use it. I think it's too neutral, you know, like there's that, and then I'll show you, because I'm going to use the Westman Atelier little contour, which I am going to get the bigger one soon. I might wait till the sale again, but I don't know. This is the little contour stick in Biscuit, and it almost looks a little bit more warmer tone than this one does. Oh, the foundation is quite light on camera. I think I'm just gonna do a little tiny bit there, but I do like this, and I think I might have liked a different shade than this, a little bit more. I don't know which one this is, but that's what it is. So yeah, okay, and then I'm just gonna use a dry brush today because I'm lazy and not feeling like going through all the processes correctly today. We're just gonna get this done. I'm starting to get hungry, and my stew was so good, y'all. That's one thing I'm the most proud of. I can't do a lot of things. I'm not a talented woman, but cooking is something that I had to teach myself very young, because my mom was a drug addict and didn't make dinner very often, and when she did, it was often raw, and it was unedible. And so I always had to cook dinner for like my dad, or my, you know, I took care of my sister and brother and stuff. And my dad was a really great cook, actually, and I learned a lot just from him letting me be, you know, there during Thanksgiving and just teaching me basic stuff, you know, and I always appreciated that about him. I don't love that this isn't blended in a little bit more, so I'm just gonna go over it a little bit. I'm just gonna blend it in a little bit more. I don't know, I had seen mixed reviews about this product, the Westman Atelier liquid bronzer drops. So I am gonna use Candy today from the Dior ones. I'm just hooked on these right now. I know I'll move on and do something different soon, but I'm just kind of hooked on them. So I have decided I am going to get the Rosewood shade in the new powder formula. So in case any of you are wondering, I am gonna do that. Okay. Just really like these blushes. They're just pretty. I am gonna get some new stuff next week. I'm gonna get the new Charlotte Tilbury cream blushes, and I'm gonna get the new Anastasia Magic Touch. I think they're lip and cheek cream stuff, and then they have a new powder bronzer, matte bronzer coming out. I got a list. Me and Jane were just talking back and forth about you know, what I want to get shopping, because I would love to go shopping with her. So I just sent her a list of all the things I think I'm going to get soon. I'm just going to clean up a little bit because sloppy. I'm a sloppy girl. I have a little spot right there. Can you guys see it? And it just doesn't want to behave. So I am going to put a little bit more of this under my eyes, because, say it with me, y'all, more is more. I don't normally like to put too much concealer under my eyes, but I need it. I needed it today. I'm not slept good. So we're just gonna do what we do. Oh, I really don't like, I even put some NARS stuff over that little spot, but what can you do? I can keep adding it, but I don't think it's gonna make too much difference. You okay, Bubba? Oh, he's almost damn near deaf, but he can still hear a little bit, and so when he hears noise outside or in the living room, he's like, what's going on? He doesn't even really bark unless he just has to go to the bathroom or needs downstairs. He's, yeah, sweet little boy. Okay, what was I gonna use for powder? Okay, so I'm gonna use some Givenchy. I'm gonna use the loose one. This is the old formula. I should have got a bigger one because I don't hate it now that I've done some different things with it, but it's not my favorite. But I have been trying to bake with it, so that's what I'm going to do, is kind of go heavy under my eyes and bake. Oh, there goes my black shirt. There goes my black shirt. So I'm just going to go heavy with the powder and let it sit there while I finish some of my makeup. Yeah. I hate this little cap. And then give me a little bit more. Yeah, I have been actually really liking baking, so I'm just gonna use it right here on my nose. Try to use up what's in the cap real quick and just go around right here. I'm just gonna use the pressed one, so it's just about the same. I think it's better, the pressed one, personally, but that's just me. All right. I wish they would go back to the old formula because so many of my friends love that loose powder, you know, and they're not making it in the old formula, I guess, right now. So I think they should go back to it. I think they made a big mistake. Everybody's trying to go talc free, you know, and I'm just like, dude, talc is necessary in some stuff. We should advocate more for cleaner ways to get it. So I'm going to use the Givenchy. It's the same shades. I think it is in, I'm sure you guys don't even care, but it's the second lightest shade. So that's all I know. I can't read this stuff. Okay, we're just going to do this. This is such a lovely pressed powder. I really love it with my whole heart. I almost didn't get it because I'm like, oh, if it's like the loose powder, I'm not going to like it that much. And then I started liking the loose powder when I started baking. So you can never be too sure what you're going to like until you use it. The pressed powder is what made me try the loose powder again. So you'll figure, right? I just really enjoy this powder. I highly would recommend it, but she's spency as fuck. So I'm sure there are equally great powders out there for cheaper. But I like the more bougie shit. I'm a bougie girl at heart. Alright. And they are fragranced, so. But it's not so terrible that I can't stand it. Okay, next I'm going to go into this Jumbo Dior bronzer. Should look like that. And I am going to put some bronzer on the face. Hopefully this will warm me up a little bit because I feel very neutral. And I like to have some kind of distinction, I guess. I don't know. I mean, does it really matter? I don't know. But it's just kind of how I've always preferred my face to have sun-kissed and then a shadow for contour. That's just what I like, I guess. Yeah, I'm looking very neutral today. It is what it is, I guess. I can't complain too much. Okay, next I am going to get my little, this is the NARS Ita brush. She's old, but it's clean. I'm going to go into this little Westman Atelier. This is a contour and blush in Biscuit, same shade as the cream. I'm just gonna, I used to rub the shit out of my stuff, and now I'm more of a patter. I don't know why. It's just kind of I think it was a trend where people started just patting their stuff in, and then I was like, oh yeah, that makes more sense. Oh, it is very pigmented, so I would suggest gentle. I'm just making my face more neutral as we go. And that's gonna be my contour, because I tried to do it with a different way and I didn't like how it turned out, so we're going back to what we love. Okay, blush. I am gonna go into this is in Petal, the shade right next to it, and I'm gonna put this up a little bit right here because it's a little bit darker than the candy one. I actually really do like this, and I'm gonna put it over my nose because I don't want my nose to be super pink, but that's a good cute shade. And I am gonna go into Candy from Dior. It's their new formulated one. Oh, I'm addicted to these Dior, these new blushes. I really hope the Charlotte Tilbury one's good. The Charlotte Tilbury liquid ones, the matte ones that she came out with, were cool. They just didn't last very long, I don't think, and they weren't as pigmented as I thought they should be. So I have high hopes for the new one, because I feel like when brands see that it doesn't go good, I don't know why they fuck with shit that goes well. I don't understand that. But when it doesn't go good, when it does go good, they seem to want to mess with it. And I hate that. I am going to go into my Makeup Forever one, just because I cannot help myself. Oh, I let that dry. I let it dry bad. And I just need a little bit more of a shadow. There we go. Not like I need more of this shit on my face, because I have so much, but I just want a tiny bit more. Okay. Oh, and that's not on the bridge of my nose like it should be, but y'all, can you tell I'm stoned? Jesus Christ. Okay. Things are just a struggle today. Okay, let me wipe away my under eye. And I'm going to use the rest of it down my nose just to kind of clean up a little bit. Let me get my little mirror, because I seem to not want to... Yeah, see, I actually like that powder when I bake with it more than I liked it just lightly putting it under my eyes. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Okay. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to spray my face with my MAC Fix Plus. This is my ritual in life. I am going to put a little bit more. It's right here. 'Cause I love blush. It's so funny, I've seen so many makeup brands come and go that have tried to replicate MAC Fix Plus, and nobody's done it, and it's literally like the most easy ingredients. I don't know why. You'd think it would be super easy to replicate. And I still am having a spot that's driving me crazy. I'm just going to barely tap into the NARS. Soften that. I do like this one because you can go for powder with it and it doesn't really disturb your makeup, as long as you don't go too heavy-handed. Yeah, there we go. I just feel like that doesn't stick out so much. Okay. My lips are drying crusty and dusty, so I'm gonna take my wet cloth and just ooh, now I have red lips. Okay. We're a whole shit show today, huh? Okay, and then I think I've just been liking doing this. I'm gonna take the MAC Fix Plus Stay Over, and it's more of a setting spray. That's more of like a powder melter. Okay, just lightly. And then I'm gonna go into my highlighter brush. I think I'm gonna use a littler one today. And I'm gonna use my Chanel. This one is the, I don't know, that. Oh, I snorkeled a little. She looks like that. I'm just gonna use a little bit of this. I haven't used it in a while. Oh, look at that black hair that I have from that. I don't know why I won't get rid of that brush, but I still love it. I can't help it. That black one I just used to wipe away the bake, it's not a good brush. I need to just let it go. I really do. Okay, this isn't working the way I want. I need a little more fluffy. Let's get in there. There we go. There we go. This is a very subtle, kind of muted down highlighter. But she's there. I am looking very dark right here, and I don't know if I love that or not, especially against my really super light complexion right now. Oh, maybe when I turn off the lights it'll be better. But I end up putting a lot of this on because it is so soft. Very, yeah, you see what I mean? Okay, I don't know why, but I just don't like my makeup right now. And I think it's because this is so, I'm just gonna go over with my bronzer brush. I don't think it's gonna do much, but I just don't like how white I look. Jesus. I've even got a little bit of sun, look at that. Not a lot, and it's already making my skin cancer pop up. So I have to watch that and start doing my creams and stuff. And if I can't get rid of it on my own, they'll remove it. But yeah, I want to be in the sun so bad. I know it's gonna be good for me, vitamin D wise, but it hates me every other way. Okay, I am going to go over just with a dab of the candy, just to blend in that highlight a little bit so it's not so stark raving lunatic, streaky. And a little blush. Okay, and then I'm going to go back into petal. It's a little bit deeper. I'm just going to go up here by my temples. Okay, and right here, because why not mix blush? Why not? Do what you want. Do what makes you fucking happy. Okay, I do have something I've never used before. This is a number 7 Stay Perfect eye pencil in the shade that's on here. I grabbed this because it was on sale, and I thought we would try it today because it was super creamy. Yeah, I am gonna go a little bit lower on the outer, in between my lashes and my waterline. And I'm going to use that to stick the eyeshadow on. It is a little bit darker. It's more like an emerald teal versus like a true teal. And I had all of the Marc Jacobs ones. I think I actually have it sitting right here, but they dry out, you know, they've dried out and stuff. I probably just need to go through them and alcohol them and see if I can bring them back to life, but I haven't yet, so. And then I'm going to go in, because I have to have black in my waterline, I'm going to use the Gucci liner just on the inner waterline. It's not going to show up much to you guys, but I know it's there and it makes me happy. And then I am going to wipe it off because I don't want that teal to be hanging out. So I'm going to wipe it off. Teal part around the Gucci one. There we go. Okay. Well, let me dry it because I don't want nothing bad to come out of it. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to use a small little, I'm going to use a different brush than my good ones, because I really don't want to get my good ones all tealy colored, stained teal. So I'm just going to go in some old Morphe brushes. I'm going to pick up Jade, which is that matte shade that I used. And I'm just going to do that. I'm not going to try to do too much because I don't want it, I can't blend it with too many things. I don't want to mess it up too much, but I'm going to set that eyeliner that I just put and kind of smudge it around a little bit. I didn't do the best job moving it around. Okay. Yeah, sticking that shade over it, the Jade shade, does lighten it quite a bit, so that's good. That's what I was hoping. I really don't want teal all over my face, so I thought using an eyeliner, that's like one of my tricks, especially when you're using colorful shades, is to do that, and that'll make it stay really good. So, okay, and then I'm just gonna take that same Jade shade real lightly and then blend out what I just did. I think that's all I'm gonna do, something like that. Yeah. I've been really liking these old palettes, y'all. If you guys have these old palettes, grab them and play with them. Like, they're fun. It is really fun to bring out something old, and obviously if it doesn't hurt your eyes, you know what I mean? I don't know. Mine's not bothering me at all, and usually I know right away when something's bad because my eyes will immediately let me know. And I've been using these palettes often, even when I'm not on camera, and they haven't bothered me at all, so I've been happy about that. Okay, that did deepen it, but I mean, it did lighten it, but not as much as I wanted, but I'm gonna be okay with it. I just didn't want to do look at that, now they're like, ugh. Okay, let's move along, Sarah, keep it popping. I'm gonna do my inner corner highlight before I do my mascara, and I'm just gonna go into one of the Jaclyn Hill shades in that same palette and see if I can use it as an inner corner. Yeah, so pretty. I love these. 2 shades in her palette are so good. The first 2 shades, I just love them. And then I'm gonna stick a little bit right here, just on the, oop, got some, what the fuck? Some weird shit. Okay, try that again. Is that gonna be enough for me? Am I gonna be satisfied? Probably not. I'm probably just gonna grab my little Makeup Forever. I have spilled that a couple times, so I actually have it in here, but it's the Makeup Forever Starlit in that. I'm gonna use this one out of here first. And this has more of a, instead of it being like a white I normally do, it has like a champagne, and I think I'm gonna do that just to liven it up a little bit, because I can't help myself, y'all. Y'all know me now, right? By now you guys know how I am. I'll say I'm gonna do one thing, literally 2 seconds later I'm doing something else. And I'm actually way more consistent in my real life. I'm usually not like that. It's just makeup wise, I think. I'm just always thinking about it, and then I change my mind like mid-thought. Whole mess. Okay, I'm gonna actually wipe that off and use the Jaclyn Hill one for under my brow, because we are all over the place. Yeah, that actually is pretty, just as a, I think that's what we're going to do, just like that. Okay, I just need a little something more in my inner corner. I should probably keep these 2 together so I quit opening the other one. I think I just have mascara and lipstick, y'all. Let me look real quick and see if I'm, no, I know what I want to do. I'm going to take that first shade that I went into and mix it with a couple shades as a transition, and then just kind of go around the edge real quick. I'm just tapping into the first few shades that are in this palette. There we go. And then I'm going to go into Jade, just blend around a little bit, just to, I don't know, finagle with it more, because why not? Haven't done a teal look in a while, and I know I needed probably more of a middle between the teal and the transition-ish colors, but I didn't, and that's my own fault. And it didn't turn out exactly the way I wanted, but I'm not gonna trip on it. It's just makeup. I'm only gonna wear it for a little bit. Okay, let's move on. I am gonna do my face real quick with some spray. I'm gonna use my Hourglass. This is the Veil one. I'm trying to use this one up so I can open the new one that I got. This is great. I mean, it actually does what it says, which it's soft focus, and it does really like blur your pores, which is crazy to me. And then while that's drying, I'm just gonna add my Charlotte Tilbury hairspray face. That's what I call it. It's like hairspray for your face. Woo, okay. I'll let that dry and do my lips real quick. I'm gonna go into my Gucci liner in 01. I like this Gucci one. It's pretty good. It does last for quite a bit. And then I'm gonna go into my Gucci lipstick in Yeah, I can't read these. It's a name. I just can't remember which one it is. Oh gosh, I don't know. Looks like that. Okay. And then because this is bothering me a little bit, I'm just going to take what's left on my powder puff and just try to turn it down a little bit. I don't know, my makeup style changes constantly. I'll like something one week and the next week I'm like, I don't really like how that looks. So, you know, I'm all over the place. I strive to be chaos. Okay, let's do lower mascara and get you all out of here. So I'm going to use my MAC stack. This is in waterproof. It's the black one. We're just going to do a quick little... oh, I got sparkles in my brow. Damn it. Get out of there. Leave my brow alone. Let's do be violent towards me. Oh, please don't dab my nose. Please. Please don't dab my nose. Okay. I think this one isn't my favorite lower lash one now that I've gotten a few other ones, but we're gonna use it. Ugh, it's hard to get the little tip clean so that, because it has a little bit of a ball on it, maybe I'll just use the little ball, but I don't want a shit ton of mascara on the wand so it gets all over. I am not a delicate, elegant lady. I am a clumsy fool. I can fall upstairs, and I've broken my legs and my ankles falling upstairs a couple times in my life, actually quite a few times. I just keep re-breaking the same thing. I've got a plate in my foot because of how clumsy I am, you know? Okay, I think that's gonna be good, y'all. My hair is a mess, so let me just... It's freshly washed, but it doesn't have any product in it, so it's crazy, but yeah, I don't know. I might only wash it on Friday just for the wedding the next day and just leave this, but this is my hair with no product in it. It's just stringy and I don't know, kind of frizzy, and it's whatever. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all go. We're 52 minutes in. I don't know what to do with my hair. That's why I had it back in a ponytail. But that's the look. My teal look using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe Volume 1, I guess. I don't know. She's dirty and old and gross and crusty. So that's what I used. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, I'll see you guys probably tomorrow night for date night. I should be on here as long as everything goes the way I need it to. And thanks for being here and still watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you probably tomorrow. Okay, peace.